George. Today I am dealing with the electrochemistry chapter. So the electrochemistry already know that among various forms of energy like potential energy, kinetic energy. So the electric energy plays a very important role in daily routine life because the most of the processes in our home takes place by the use of electrical energy. So there are large number of redox reactions which involves the production of electrical energy, and the device used for such processes are called as electrochemical cells. For example, like the spontaneous reaction is like this copper zinc, it becomes copper ion, as well as it becomes Zn2 plus, then copper. It becomes a production of electrical energy. So this one is the first reaction. This one is simple, that is spontaneous reduction reaction. In this case, the oxidation state of this zinc becomes a zero. Then that copper becomes a solid state. It becomes aqueous, that is copper sulfate solution. So these transformation of electrons involve the generation of electrical energy. And this one an example for electrochemical cell. And second one is some of the non-spontaneous reduction reaction involve that is use of electrical energy. So for example, for this one is decomposition of water, that is it involves the use of electrical energy. So in this case, the hydrogen gas will be liberated along with oxygen gas. And this process is called as electrolysis. So that is nothing but chemical energy, electrical energy is converted into, here that electrical energy is converted into chemical energy. Electrical energy is converted into chemical energy. So in the first case, in the first example, that is redox reaction, this one is spontaneous reduction reaction. In this case, there is generation of electrical energy, and this is called as, it can be measured by the use of electrochemical cell. But the second case, it uses electrical energy for the decomposition of water, so producing hydrogen gas as well as oxygen gas, and this process is called as electrolysis. In this case, the electrical energy is converted into chemical energy, and the process, that is device used for this process, is called as electrolytic cell. Therefore, that electrochemistry is defined and is a branch of chemistry So this electrochemistry is nothing but it is a branch of chemistry. It deals with the, or it studies the interconversion of chemical and electrical energies. So the electrochemistry can be defined as it deals with the study of interconversions of the chemical as well as electrical energy. Means the chemical energy can be converted to electrical energy, or electrical, by the use of electrical energy, so you can convert it to chemical energy. So this one is called as electro. So it has interdisciplinary subject. So it has a wide applications, and most of the you have studied like a battery fuel cells. It may uses some of the chemicals like sulfate, lead. So in this case, you are converting a chemical into electrical energy. And simple example, for the production of a steam, you are using water. On that case, you are supplying electric energy, and that can be converted to steam. So these are some of the transformation. So in this chapter, you need to focus on some of the electrochemical cells, electrolytic cells, batteries, fuel cells, conductance, and its measurement. So let us go for that redox reaction. What happens in redox reaction? So redox reaction. So the redox reaction is nothing but it involves oxidation. So oxidation is nothing but loss of electrons. Or it is nothing but increase in oxidation number. And the substance which undergo oxidation is called as reducing agent. The second one is, this is second part, that one is called as reduction. So it is nothing but gain of electrons. So the substance which undergo reduction is called as decrease in oxidation number. And it becomes oxidizing acid. So the redox reaction is nothing but it is a combination of both the process. That one is oxidation as well as reduction. In case of oxidation, it involves loss of electrons or increase in oxidation number because of loss of electron. And that substance which undergo oxidation, it is called as reducing agent. Similarly, this reduction, it is nothing but gain of electron or it is nothing but decreasing oxidation number due to the gain of electrons, and the substance which undergo reduction is called as oxidizing agent. For example, for this one is this zinc undergo this copper 2 plus than N2 plus and it becomes copper. So here the oxidation state of that becomes zinc here Zn0. When it undergo oxidation by the loss of 2 electrons, it becomes Zn2 plus. Zn, its oxidation state is 0, and when it undergo oxidation, it becomes Zn2 plus. So therefore it is called as oxidation. So similarly in case of copper 2 plus, so when it undergo reduction, it absorbs the 2 electrons, it becomes copper, it becomes 0. The 2 plus is converted to 0 here, it becomes reduction. Fine. So therefore in this case there is loss of electrons, so Zn0 it becomes Zn2 plus, it will liberates the 2 electrons, it undergo oxidation, and the substance which undergo oxidation is called as reducing agent. So therefore the zinc will act as reducing agent in this case. And in case of a copper 2 plus, it becomes 2 oxidation state of copper 2, copper becomes a plus 2. When it undergo reduction, it becomes 0. So therefore it involves the gain of electron, then therefore that copper is called as oxidation agent. Therefore the redox reaction is nothing but it is a basis for the generation of electrical energy, or it is nothing but transfer of electron takes place from reducing agent to oxidizing agent. Okay, so that is this plays an important role for the generation of an electrical energy. It is nothing but the transfer of electron takes place from reducing agent to the oxidizing agent. So therefore this redox reaction plays helps in development of electrochemical cell as well as in the development of electrolytic cells. So therefore, this redox reaction forms a basis for the generation of electricity. Fine. So next I will go for the electrochemical cell. So electrochemical cell. So this electrochemical cell is nothing but typical device in which chemical energy is converted into So electrochemical cell is nothing but it is a device in which chemical energy is converted into electrical energy. So it is also electrochemical cell, or it is also called as galvanic cell, or it is also called as galvanic cell, or it is also called as voltaic cell. So example for this electrochemical cell is DEL cell. So the process is like zinc, it becomes copper 2 plus, it becomes again 2 plus. So this is an example for electrochemical cell. It is nothing but in which the chemical energy is converted into electric. So this is also called as galvanic cell, voltaic cell. The example for this electrochemical cell is DEL cell. So here the zinc undergo oxidation with the liberation of 2 electron. Whatever the liberated electron, it will be absorbed by copper 2 plus. It becomes copper in this case. So both the reaction will take place simultaneously. Neither oxidation or non-oxidation takes place, but it is complementary to one another in this case. So in case of galvanic cell, the reaction takes place in a separate phases. So for example, the construction of that cell is nothing but it is also called as how the electricity will be generated in this case. So in case of electrochemical cells, the reaction takes place in two separate phases. The first one is zinc, that one is zinc stick, it is dipped in a zinc sulfate solution, In the second case is copper strip, it is dipped in a copper sulfate solution. Both are externally connected through wire in this case by the voltmeter. This one is called as a voltmeter in this case. And it is internally converted, that is connected by inverted U2, that one is called as SAR bridge, that contains an electrolyte, that one is called as a KCl or KNO3 in this case. Okay, so once a circuit is completed, there is the deflection in the voltmeter indicates that there is the potential difference between two electrodes. Whenever a circuit is completed, once you put the plug in this case, the circuit is completed, it indicates that there is a deflection in the voltmeter. It indicates that there is a potential difference between two electrodes. That is nothing but there is a flow of electrons from zinc strip to copper strip in this case. That is nothing but whenever an electrical circuit is completed, there is a flow of deflection in the voltmeter and indicates that there is a flow of electron from zinc sulfate, that is zinc strip to copper strips in this case. The actual study of this cell is nothing but in the initial case what happens, this zinc undergo oxidation with the liberation of two electrons and that will be transferred to copper strip. For example, in case of zinc, what happens? Zinc undergo oxidation, it becomes Zn2 plus with the liberation of two electrons. This is the first process, that one is called oxidation. In the second case, what happens? Copper 2 plus, it becomes 2 electrons, it becomes copper. This is the first process and this becomes second process. In case of a zinc, it undergo oxidation with the liberation of two electrons, it becomes oxidation. So in this case what happens, the liberated electrons will flow through this wire and that will be transferred to the copper strip, and these two electrons will be absorbed by copper 2 plus ions that is present in copper 2 plus, and that will be absorbed by two electrons and that copper will be deposited at copper electrodes in this case. So therefore here zinc undergo oxidation with the liberation of two electrons and that will be transferred to the copper sulfate. This copper 2 plus ions will absorb two electrons and that will be deposited at copper, which one? That is copper strip in this case. So therefore this inverse, that is the electrode at which the oxidation takes place, this will act as anode in this case, and the reaction in which, that is which one, that reduction takes place, it acts as cathode in this case, that is denoted by positive in this case. So that is nothing but anode act as, that is source of electron, and cathode act as receiver of electrons. Clear this one? So therefore it becomes a negative electrode. Why it is negative? It becomes source of electrons and it becomes a positive in this case. Why it is positive? It becomes a receiver of electrons. So this is about your electrochemical cell.